there, guys. Lovely to be with you all again today. Hope you've been enjoying this lovely weather and had a very happy Easter. Yesterday, Easter Monday, Trixie and I were lent a wee car and we went down to Irvine and had a wee time strolling on the beach in the sunshine. It was really, really beautiful. A nice, relaxing time. Today we're going to be looking at the first part of 2 Corinthians chapter 1. And Paul, God's special missionary, is writing to his friends, the Christians in Corinth. And he mentions a wee word over and over again, the wee word comfort. And this is a great wee word, and I want to speak on it today. He says that our God is the God of all comfort. I know that many of you have gone through and are going through stuff. That's a great wee word. The little word stuff covers so many things. You go through stuff. I go through stuff. You need to be comforted. And I need to be comforted. And who is the comforter? None other than our lovely Jesus, the one who died the first Good Friday and rose again the very first Easter Sunday, and he lives forever. He's alive and he's with us 24/7, and he's the God of all comfort. And Paul talks here in 2 Corinthians chapter 1 about his troubles and his hardships that he went through in his service for Jesus. It's not easy to be a Christian, we've got to be honest. It's not easy to follow Jesus. There are troubles. There can be opposition from people that don't believe. They can give you a hard time. But hand in hand with the troubles, Paul is saying here in these verses, there is the comfort. God is always there to bring comfort into our lives. And the word comfort means healing counsel. It's words. And it's God's presence with us. I was speaking in a wee church on Easter Sunday morning there, and there was a little girl. She had to take part in a little Easter play, and she was crying. She said she had a sore stomach. She was sitting on her mum's knee, very down and needing to be comforted. And I just went over and I put my hand on her head and I said, "Jesus bless you and heal you." And her mum said, "She'll be all right in a wee minute." And so she was. In a little while she was just fine and was able to do her wee Easter play. And so we need to be comforted like that little girl. We need words of healing counsel just to lift us up when we're down. And this little girl is a picture of you and I. We need somebody to come along and just to say, "I love you," just to say, "I'm with you," just to say, "I'll never leave you," just to say, "I'll bring you through. Everything is going to be okay." And that's what the Lord Jesus does for us. Whatever our situation, as I say, you're going through things. Some of you can't sleep. Some of you are in pain. Some of you are lonely. Some of you, changes suddenly have come into your lives this year. And you're just all at sea. Your emotions are all over the place. You just wonder what the way ahead is. Am I going to be in this turmoil, in this dark tunnel forever? The answer is, of course, no, you're not. Jesus is with you. He will bring you through. He knows. He knows about these changes. He knows about the pressure. He knows about the fear. He knows you get frightened. He knows about the butterflies in your stomach. He knows about the panic attacks. He knows about your worries. But Jesus wants you to know today that he's alongside with words of healing counsel, with words of comfort. Yes, Paul says we went through plenty of hard times, but he says we also had plenty of good times as well. And God always makes sure that it balances out. If we put our trust in him, yes, there will be tough times, but there will be the good times as well. It's like going through the doldrums. I remember when Trixie and I were first married, and we sailed from Cape Town to Southampton, and when we came to the equator, we hit the doldrums, that period where it's absolutely calm and the sea looks eerie and ghostly and everything looks as if it's totally dead. There's no life at all. It's just kind of a dreary couple of days. But then you get through it to the other side, and the winds start to blow again, and the life comes, and the sun is shining, and you know that you've come through, and there is hope for brighter days ahead. And the Lord always sees to it that there are brighter days ahead. So we've got to have hope. And I want you to be encouraged today. And this as well, when God brings us through these difficult times as well, then he brings us alongside someone else so that we can comfort them, Paul says, with the comfort that we have received from the Lord. There's always somebody that needs a wee word of encouragement from you. And when you go through the tough times and you get through the tunnel to the other side, then you're in a position to encourage someone else that's going through what you went through. And you'll be able to show that you understand because you have been where they are, and you can encourage them that they will get through it as well. And so there's healing counsel for every one of you today. Hear Jesus say to you, yes, just to you, hear Jesus say, I love you. I'm with you. I'll never leave you nor forsake you. I understand every detail of what you're going through, and I am going to go through it with you. You will come through. There is hope. Just trust me. I've led many people this way before. I've not let anybody down, and I'm not going to start with you. Our Jesus loves you. And you know this, whatever your situation, Jesus can bring you through, because know this, he's the God who raised himself from the dead, didn't he? And a God that's as great as that can do anything, can handle anything that's thrown at him, and he can well handle your situation. Be encouraged today. He loves you, and there is hope for you, and there is hope for Motherwell. Trixie and I love you all very, very much. Enjoy your Easter holidays if you're still on them. If you're back at work, God bless you there too. See you all again soon.